Yeah.
Okay, we're recording.
Airfare was $320.
Okay, we're recording.
And welcome back to Session 5 of Marvel Superheroes Nick of Time. A quick recap, some housekeeping, Karma awards from last session. There were 12 awards given.
I got it right here. Oh, Chris got it.
Okay, project. Let's hear it.
Provide insightful details on the ED-209 weakness 5. No, this is the 135.
Oh, that's right, because there was another. I pulled the clipboard. Yes.
Oh.
Solution to max the tank's energy buildup problem, 25. Getting the 1953 coin from Dennis Scratch, 5. Not harming the one police officer inside the crack house, 5. Interesting.
You came close on that one. You almost clobbered him.
We should have. Correctly deducing the killer had the power to make things larger. Oh, shut that. Correctly correlating sophisticated body with the gray, 5. Tampering with the crime scene.
I didn't do it.
Negative 10. Find the layer of the gray, 10. Deactivating 2 traps, 10. Defeating the Nemesis, sort of, 60. Leading yourselves, 5. And traveling back in time, 10. Joel of Karma, 135.
Well done. Thank you, sir. So now, in just a few sentences, going around the table, how did you spend that karma? How did you improve your character?
And you go.
And he increased his intuition from 20 to 30, and then he donated the rest to the pool.
So you're going to be quicker now. You'll roll 3d10s when you roll it. Nice.
Like not, before somebody else than Chris.
Not second to last.
Yeah. Brian Baird increased his splice from from good to excellent. He put 30 into the pool. He's keeping 35 for himself, and I want to keep 20 aside for next week. I'm stating that now.
No.
So
For advancement purposes.
For advancement purposes.
That makes sense. The nerd, what did you?
Wallace Spaulding can opt to use 80 points and get 2 additional uses of his powers.
Mm.
The remainder of the 20 went to the pool and 35 went to his personal pool.
You were burning through your powers last session. That's true.
Yes, I was down to 8. I have added 2 stats, and I have 10 currently. I said you find an outlet and find out what happens when you cross the wires.
Don't cross streams.
The wires.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that makes sparks. I know that.
Max Tank, how did you spend your 35?
Max Tank has spent his points by increasing his fighting and strength.
Ah, what are they up to 2 now?
His fighting and strength are now 26 each.
Oh, very good. And because your fighting's at 26, you get 2 attacks in melee.
Yes.
So keep that in mind.
26. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you get 2 attacks as well. And because your strength is 26, I think that means that you can now lift 1 ton.
1 ton.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
That's beyond human.
Yeah, so that's where I put my points. I still have left over. I had left over from last session too. So I'm kind of banking that because we kind of made a note that we're going to get our bucks into us maybe next week.
You never know.
So that's what I said. We just never know. So
And
I'm going to bank a little bit of it.
okay, it's wise.
Oh, and just for the record, for the group, currently the Karma pool that the group has 180 points in it.
It's not bad. That's safe. That's reassuring.
Yep.
And Whisper, what did you do?
I put it all to intuition, so I will not roll any more 1s on a net.
No, you have minimum of 2.
You realize that you can roll 2 1s now.
Yeah, now you can roll.
Yeah, but they have together.
At least it will not be a 1.
Okay, fair enough.
It will be an 11.
And I saved 19 karma points for myself.
I noticed
Heroically.
that's 2 weeks in a row that you kept all your karma for yourself.
I have minimal karma. Karma chameleon.
I think there's one more homework assignment. Andy the android, you managed to stay awake the entire time, not succumb to the
Are you talking about last session?
challenges of the time vortex.
Come on. That's crazy talk.
So therefore, while everyone else eventually succumbs, by the way, a couple of you survived through the yellow challenge. You got close to red. If you had survived the red, you would have, maybe bad things would happen to you, but you would have received a 15-point boost, permanent boost to your endurance, to reflect the fact that pain is no longer the same to you afterwards. It just doesn't hurt as much. You've been through hell, so that would have reflected that. You came close. All right, so Andy the android, you had the ignominy of surviving an entire year in a sensory-deprived environment. What did you do during that time?
For a lot of time, I went through my data bank.
It's good thing he's an android.
I'm 8 years old. 8-year-old android.
Yeah, that's right.
I went through my data banks on anything that had to do with basically quantum mechanics.
Break through that.
From string theory and membranes all the way through nuclear weapons, anything in there that had to do with nuclear time travel. Since you're time traveling, I would research as much as I could to see if there were any kind of singularities or insights that I could get.
He is like the internet.
What I did come across,
He's got something here.
what I came across, it kind of dovetailed with where we're going into Sandia Labs.
Well, just a note though, you haven't even met each other yet. You guys have woken up. I don't think you had a chance to talk to each other yet.
Correct.
So you may want to share what
So
you.
I will.
No, I want you to.
Mhm. I want you to as well. Well,
that was
probably okay.
yeah.
let's see.
Pull the map up.
Yeah, I am right now.
It's in your hollow left.
Oh, you guys have to click on Roll20, I believe.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Hey, you know what? There was a new trailer made. I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Okay, good. Got frost back there.
Let's see.
That was,
Mark. Mark.
All right. Hi, Sheriff.
So you see, we'll start with Brian. Actually, let's roll some initiatives. Let's set this by rolling some initiatives.
Oh, you brought the bag out.
You can tell me what you got, though. Chris, what you get? Okay. And Brian Barrett?
4.
4. Okay. So then Jeff versus Android versus the Whisperer. You guys both roll 1d10. And let me know who got higher. You're tied right now.
Only 1d10?
3.
Okay.
That's okay.
1? Okay. So then the Android is going before the Whisper. So there's our final setup right there. That means that we are beginning with sort of the nerd's point of view. And then we're going to go to the next person. Nerd, you find that you awake and you are in a classroom. You might have to scroll down a bit. Yeah. Yeah. If that's a little too loud, then maybe the people listening will find it a little too loud too.
Alright, so I'm naked. Other than my change, the business card, and gallery.
Is pole in his hand?
Yeah, so you have, yeah, you find yourself naked. You have, how many cents? 37 cents.
Yes.
And you have, actually you have $1.37.
$1.
You got the silver dollar from 1953, and you have the Omni. The Omni is blinking. It's got 3 lights on it. You also noticed...
What color is blinking?
The 3 lights are green.
Okay.
You also noticed, because you made the check last round, that change, those of you who had change, none of the change was older than around 1956. One of you had 1955, and one of you had 1956, I think.
Yeah, I have $3.27.
And you are in a deserted classroom.
Okay, I'm going to give you like 4 things I do quick, and then you tell me how you want to handle it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm obviously in ransack the classroom looking for anything like jacket, clothing, trench coat, anything that over that I can cover myself in.
There is a teacher's blazer that is on a hack, and a hat.
Right. I'm putting both on.
The genital hat.
Yes. As I'm doing that, I'm also looking for metal items I can charge. I'm looking for a plug so I can recharge myself.
There is a plug in the classroom.
Okay.
You find that fairly easily. Searching the desk, you find a number of metallic pens.
Jacks?
You find 4 pens. You do not find any jacks, unfortunately. There's chalk.
I'm trying to give me some good gifts.
There's a chalkboard. There's erasers, pens and pencils. You're not sure. You think anything can hold a charge temporarily, so pencils might work.
Full of real lead at that point.
You find 5 pennies inside the desk.
Actually, the graphite that conducted was a lead.
You have searched the desk. You think, in looking at the student desks, they may have storage space within there as well.
Are they metal or wood?
The desks are primarily made of wood. They've got metallic legs, and some with the chairs.
Alright, I'm going to stretch this for a second. In a student classroom, the desks are typically adjustable. So you can take your desk higher or lower. Can I take out the adjusting rods?
Welcome to 1957. They are not adjustable. They are just metallic legs.
they are.
But you are strong enough that you think you would have no trouble breaking off a leg.
Destruction of property, 9 is 10.
Yeah, I'm dealing with 5 cents here. I'm really not going to go down to the road of...
How hard is it?
Alright, so I will,
There are paper clips.
I looks like one window looks out and there's a door.
Correct. There's a window that looks out into some sort of courtyard, and you can actually almost see another window to another classroom across the way, and then there's a door to the left.
Alright, with my blazer covering my good parts. Is the blazer long enough to cover my good parts?
It's not quite. You're a pretty big fella.
Your good parts? Fine.
But you think maybe if you hunch your shoulders, you might be able to get welcome. Maybe the hat would help.
Anyway.
Get the hat into
Like in the cowboy though.
Alright, I look at peek out into the hallway to see what's...
Okay.
10-gallon hat, cowboy.
You peek out into the hallway, and this is what you see.
Classroom across the way.
It's a hallway. You appear to be in some sort of school. To the left, you can actually see 2 doors across the hall to additional classrooms, and far down the hallway south, or to your left, you can see yet another door adjacent to the classroom you were already in. To the right, you see another hallway expanding onward.
Alright, are the classrooms unlocked and open?
One way to find out, do you want to try the doors?
Yeah.
I think that's a good
Okay.
way to find out.
Yeah, okay. If you want to just give me the highlights and move on to somebody else, I understand.
Okay.
Because I don't want to, you know, we got 5 guys.
I understand. You do notice that the classrooms are science, home economics, and English.
Home ec. Clothes.
Home ec room, we're supposed to investigate.
Home ec. We're supposed to investigate home ec.
Are we?
Where do you want to go?
Let's start with science.
Okay, that's where we're going to pause you. That's your turn. And now the next in our initiative is Max the Tank.
The no-name guy?
I'm waiting for somebody else. I'm going to go back up.
Now you guys are going to have to move the map to the right and up. Yeah, to the right and up a bit.
I'm in the bathroom or something, I think.
Ladies room.
Related, there's somebody there too, right?
No, he's in the men's room. I yelled at Bob for that.
Go down to the right side of the basketball court and go straight down. There it is to the right. Go to your right a little more. Yep, that's a good idea too. Master Tank, you can hear music kind of echo and hollowing. Let's see. Oh. It sounds like Earth Angel, and it sounds like it's...
Fortunately for Max Tank, he grew up listening to this music. Because of his parents.
You do.
All the words to all the songs, so it fit right in.
5103 too, huh?
You also find yourself on the floor of a white porcelain bathroom. You're in a stall.
I'm not praying.
It's not the first time he's been looking up on it. Like,
Definitely not the first time that's happened.
As you open your eyes and you sort of come to, you can see directly underneath the stall. It's low, so there's only a good 3 inches. You can see a pair of feet, and they look like they are cowboy boots, complete with stirrups. And there appear to be sinks, and to your left and right, you do not see feet. You're on the floor of the bathroom.
Awesome. The governor did this. Wiggle your foot underneath the...
First thing I'm going to do is the door into the bathroom.
Yes,
Does it have the ability to be locked?
it does.
I'm going to lock it.
You pull it, it wiggles a bit, and it goes into the locked position.
Excellent. Then I'm going to stealthily in my bare feet.
Ooh, in a bad with barefoot.
Yeah, kind of gross. But we're going to wait for the guy in the cowboy boots
Mhm.
to come out. And then...
He's out of the stall. He's in front of a sink. He's like checking it. You hear water going on.
that's this dude.
He might be watching his hands.
Right, so he doesn't see me then.
Doesn't look like he's paying attention. If he does see feet, he's not making a big deal out of it.
Okay.
And you hear the water go off, and now you hear something like, "Golly, I'm good tonight. Sheila might go all the way with me. That's it. Stay confident, man. Stay confident. All right, here we go." He starts to take a few steps towards what appears to be the door.
Okay, he doesn't see me.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay. I'm going to do something very unhero-like.
He's at the door, and you can hear from his voice that he's kind of a kid. I mean, based on his voice and the cracking that you hear, he might...
Does he appear to my size? Like, again, can I use his clothes?
He is a kid, and you are stronger than some of the strongest humans on the entire planet. Unfortunately, because of that reason, you're a bit bigger than he is. He may be like 16 or 17. You might be able to get something in there, but you'll look like a big man in a tiny coat. You'll look like Chris Farley.
Bad guy.
Bad guy in the
Red jacket.
I'm assuming there's nothing else in this bathroom.
It looks like a pretty traditional bathroom, but you are only in the stall. You can't quite get a good look. He has his hand on the door, and the door is to open.
Okay.
Looks like he's heading out.
Okay. I think I'm going to let him go.
Okay.
When he exits the bathroom...
And he has now exited the bathroom.
Okay. I'm going to step out of my stall.
All right. You step out. You feel just a bit of a shiver for a second because you are naked and porcelain is cold.
Yep.
But you appear to be alone in the bathroom. You give it a once-over. There are two sinks to your right and to your left. You do notice that there is sort of... they don't have paper towels. They actually have linen cloths. Yep, exactly. And you notice there's a waste bin, but other than that, it's kind of empty.
Okay. So this will sound a little strange. Does the main bathroom door have the ability to lock?
You go and check it, and in fact, you see a lock on the main bathroom door.
Excellent. I'm going to quickly flip the latch.
Okay. It goes into the locked position. It's one of those latch, like deadbolt latches that goes in and then down.
Excellent. I then walk to the towel rolls on the wall.
Okay.
Snatch one off.
With your strength, it smashes easily, and now you have access to the entire roll of linen.
I turn myself into a mummy.
Very good. And we will call...
Do you go for the mummy, or you think like Caesar?
No.
Observation of
I am thinking more than mummy.
Okay.
Because I think it's going to be pretty hard to stitch together a Caesar robe out of a 12-inch out of a 12-inch fine linen, towel robe. So I think a mummy kind of costume might be really good. Plus, it'll prevent anybody from recognizing me.
Okay.
Or not recognizing me and wondering where I am or what I am.
All right. Very good. I think we'll call that the end of your turn as you grab yourself in some wrappings. That takes us to Andy the Android. And Andy the Android can be found...
He's on the street corner naked, peddling his wares.
Yeah, that's exactly right. If you go top right-hand corner, Andy, you find yourself outside. Your sensors tell you that it is a bit chilly. Based on the positioning of the stars, in their constellation,
I know it's 1957.
You do know it's 1957, and you actually can deduce that the date is either October 30th or 31st. And you can also deduce, based on the height of the moon in the sky, and based on your knowledge of the moon, like settings, that it's approximately 8:15 in the evening. And you also deduce with your sensors that you are completely naked. And furthermore,
you can deduce also it's very cold.
Furthermore, the compartment in your leg where you keep your items, because you didn't think it'd be fitting for a 6-year-old boy to carry around cash and other items, that compartment is intact. The items within there are intact. What was that? A wallet, a phone, some cash, if I'm not mistaken?
Some credit cards.
It's over the internet.
Nice.
And you're under
My
street light.
Diners Club cards.
You are under street light. What would you like to do?
I immediately try to get away from that said street light to a darker area.
Okay.
And I look up and down the street as best as I can to see if I can see any motion.
Use your sensors.
And looking for any sort of movement that I could focus in on, hoping to find other people that are
Well, you do hear the sound of music. Earth Angel is playing on the inside of what appears to be a high school. And as you look to your left, if you scroll a little bit to the left, maybe one of you guys in control of the map. Keep going. Down the street, you see a familiar naked face and butt cheeks. You see the
You're
Whisperer.
already familiar with his butt cheeks?
Oh, that was
How old are you? That's your 8?
You do see the Whisperer.
Your own man naked?
It appears that you have you come to your senses first, but you see him off in the distance. And he seems to be just on the other end of the school.
No one's around.
I look around to see if anybody is there. I go up against the wall of the school and start running quickly.
Okay.
And I will call out using my vocal control to focus on him. To see if he's, hey, you wait.
At this point, we're going to merge initiatives with two of you. You guys are
We
together.
roll the same dish.
You
Yes.
emerge from blackness feeling well rested, actually. It feels like just a moment ago you were talking to your previous selves.
Was that because you fell asleep instantly?
Pretty quick outside.
The rest of us be ending that.
We're going to do time for it.
Of course.
All of your items are gone. All of your clothes are gone. There is nothing at your feet of any of your previous possessions. But you do see one familiar item. You see a 6-year-old boy. It is Andy the android. And you hear Earth Angel playing. And you seem to be in the street, totally naked. And he's asking if you're okay.
I am not your Earth Angel. What do you get up?
Oh, my angels arrived. Put some damn clothes on.
Quick, get over here. So we move towards the building in the darkness as best we can.
The corner.
Yeah.
Like, perhaps over here?
Oh,
Oh, hang on. Apologies.
Pretty dark.
He is the new guy. He's right there.
Wait.
Hey, nothing back there, Jason.
You believe you are now adjacent to a part of the school that has classrooms. Where you were coming from originally might have been the section that had an auditorium or a gymnasium of some sort, but now
To the left now.
it is. The music is getting, as you move farther to the left, music is starting to get quieter.
Can you pull up files, any records in memory of buildings or anything like that in schools? Find out what school it is, get the layout of the school. Is that
I
possible?
get help from the stars. They were somewhere in the American South,
We're somewhere in the full galaxy.
but I cannot tell
Exactly what.
Make an initiative, intuition check, Whisper.
Is that 210?
It's whatever.
It's intuition?
Yeah, whatever. No, that's for initiative. I want intuition. What's the number of your intuition? Is it 20?
20, yeah.
All right, so that falls under what column? That's excellent, I think.
I think it's excellent.
So you roll and see what you get.
I'm gonna roll mine. 51.
51 just makes green for excellent. You see something flapping at your feet that you didn't cut before. So Andy the android has postulated that you're in the south somewhere. It's a page of a newspaper, and it's discarded. And if you scroll to the right and a little bit up, you might find a date. And Andy, Brian, we might need you to move the newspaper a bit.
October 31st, Thursday, Wiggum,
November 5th,
Stone
1955.
County. I asked Andy if he knows anything about Stone County school system.
In Wiggins, Mississippi.
Does he have a database? I don't think he can.
It's segregated.
You check your database. You happen to know that the population of Wiggins, Mississippi, is approximately 12,536. And you knew that this year, the Snow Queen is Emily Smith. She will win.
What's she look like?
You also know that you are at the Wiggins High School. Based on that information, you now triangulate. You've got a copy of the map, and the school existed. It still exists today. So you now know precisely where you are, and that the street corner is Maple and Elm.
We need a copy of the, if you have a diagram of the school schematics of the school, we can find out where the
Blueprint.
We can find out where the locker room is and grab some clothes in the gym.
I'm going to need you to roll an intuition. I don't know if your data banks are going to be that detailed to contain the blueprints.
But now that I have my intuition,
hmm
Hey, why not?
well,
If you get yellow, then you can find the blueprints. And if you guys want to scroll down and look at this paper, you'll notice that there's a turkey shoot scheduled for Saturday, November 2nd. And there's a
it's not my database.
it's not in your data banks.
500 yards west of Herbert's Grocery.
And if you scroll farther down, you'll see an advertisement for the sleekest, newest model of vehicles.
58 Chevrolet.
Well, it's too new to be
I'm for to say that's the
the biggest, boldest, many.
Look at the fin on this thing.
The lowest gas
Chevy
mile in
Bel Air.
America.
Is that a sweet
Didn't
vehicle?
even print the gas mileage.
Okay, I think we're going to leave the two of you there, and then we're going to move next in the order to Brian Baird. Brian, this is what you see from where you are right now.
I came to on the gym floor, as I recall.
Yeah, you seem to be in the middle of some sort of high school dance. And if you scroll down, You see a few more pictures of what's going on. People are dressed up. There's cowboys. There's people in togas. You see some cowgirls, some Indians. You see a spaceman dressed in a spacesuit. And as you kind of gaze about and wonder, one cowboy comes up to you and says, "Hey, Big Daddy, that is a boss costume. Golly, you're definitely going to take first place in the competition."
Cool, man. Thanks.
Far out.
Far out, man.
And if you want to see where you are on the map, scroll up and to the right. You control the scale.
Hey, Joel's everywhere.
Well, there's somebody who's dressed in a red costume.
It's like that in the comics.
Yeah. So this is where you are, sort of on the basketball court, right on the left-hand side. And the cowboy who went and talked to you is right there.
Would that be the same cowboy that was in the bathroom?
Well, if you were there, you might think that he was.
Hey, and what time is it?
What time is it? Don't you have a watch? Wow, that costume is authentic. Man,
It was pretty expensive. It doesn't come with a watch, though.
I can't even see a zipper on that thing.
It's hidden. It's on the inside.
That must have cost a fortune.
Yeah. You know what time it is?
Yeah, it's 8:20.
Okay. What? I meant like what year?
What? You are far out, man. You are far out.
You got it. Right.
What are you, some sort of spaceman?
I'm time traveler.
The year is 1957, just like it's always been.
Just like yesterday.
Just right.
What was yesterday?
1957, buddy.
Month and day.
It's October. It was October 30th. It's the Halloween party. Oh, you are too much. He walks away, laughing. Hey, Becky, get a load of the Batman.
What's Becky wearing?
Becky is dressed as a.
About 5 minutes.
She seems to be the girl in front of him that is dressed as some sort of a woman of repute.
Ill repute?
Not ill
That's my
repute.
favorite kind of
But they're chuckling, and the crowd is actually starting to. You're getting some attention from the crowd.
It's Earth Angels playing, right?
Earth Angels playing. You notice the band is in the bottom left-hand corner. They got a guy on the piano, 2 guitarists, someone on drums. They are dressed in costumes as well.
Okay, a woman of repute. Is a woman of repute complimentary to
It's not ill.
complimentary costume to a
Yeah. It looks like they came together. Their outfits match.
Are there any girls with not standing next to boys with matching outfits?
Yeah. You notice one gal in red who's kind of dancing away.
It's a song. She had to dance with somebody.
She should be. If only there was gentlemen.
Finding us. You just get yourself busy.
And they're all staring at me right now. I asked her to dance.
You approach her.
I leave room for Holy Ghost.
Very good. She looks actually relieved. You see a 16-year-old girl. She's got kind of some sort of acne complexion, and she looks really relieved. And she begins to dance with you, a slow dance. She says, "That's appreciated. I didn't want it to wallflower."
I remember how tough things were, when I was a freshman. You're a freshman, right?
I'm a freshman? No, I'm a junior.
I'm new.
I thought you were a freshman in college.
I haven't seen you around before. I can't see your real face underneath that costume.
Well, it's hard to...
Are you Billy?
No, I'm the new guy.
Oh, yeah, Frank. I think his name was you're Frank?
Yeah, I'm Frank.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Frank.
You too, so what's your name again?
Wilma.
Wilma. Nice to meet you, Wilma.
That is a bus costume, let me tell you.
Yeah, I'm looking for first prize. So I like the school and the town.
You know, it's school. By the way, they're announcing the winners at 8:30. Are you going to be sticking around for that?
Oh, definitely. Does she have any kind of discernible regional accent?
Oh, sorry, yeah. She got a southern accent. I'm sorry, I should have been playing that.
So, I'm looking around, and is everybody roughly the same skin tone?
Indeed. Yeah. And I think we'll pause.
Is anybody here with the skin tone?
So you will take advantage of this moment to survey the crowd, and we will move away from you. And I think we'll just keep our order and go back to the nerd.
The nerd. Alright, I would assume that the calendar on this, I know the date as well.
Yeah, you find a calendar on a desk on the proof room. You now see the date. Appears to be October 29th, 1957.
This is the science room?
Yes, you're in the science room. Oh, let me.
Looking for sciencey things.
Yeah, you
that I can
find.
make use of. Do you need to run down the list? I'm the master supervisor.
Just give me an intuition roll, and tell me what you want to do. This is a well-outfitted science classroom, perhaps containing even more dangerous equipment than you might find.
One on a remarkable intuition.
And will that do it for you? Yeah, just barely.
Yes.
What are you looking for specifically?
Wallace is looking for small critical objects that he can charge. Obviously for clothing.
Mm-hmm. You find aprons. There are aprons and there are gowns and there are some masks and you find some gloves. In terms of materials that you can charge, there's a host of glass materials, Bunsen burners, beakers. You think you can disconnect the nozzles on some of the burners, and that would become metal that you can use. You find a rock collection, some of which are ferrous. You probably find about 7 to...
Cover some iron and stuff.
Exactly. Copper, iron, nickel, some steel.
I don the apron.
Okay.
You down one or two?
I'm back. Yes, I'll take a couple with me, like that some people may need them. Is there a bag that I put some of this stuff in?
Oh yeah, there's a trash bag in the trash, and there's extra ones.
Bag on the bottom. Got it.
Okay.
So I take half a dozen aprons.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not with you, but I would have crazy goggles and you could play like the messengers.
Well, we.
Dr. Horror.
All right.
I'm not with you, but that's what I would
What
do.
can you search that's pertinent and useful?
Find a slide rule. You find pocket knife.
Ooh, I put the pocket knife in my laser jacket pocket.
Very good. And you have time to explore one more room, I think.
I guess I'm gonna go for home ec.
I'm not there, so I can't tell
I
you.
guess I'll go to home ec.
I can't tell you that
Wallace,
yes, you should go to
Wallace
that room.
recalls that the tank said something about the rec room, future tank, and decides to investigate that room.
Okay. Home equity.
To the electrical outlets, get a survey of the facility and find everything.
Could, but that would use up my power sound.
And then you can charge when you're in there.
Within the home ec room, you find a sewing station. It's out there in public, and they have a whole bunch of clothing, various states of repair and disrepair that are used for sewing practice. You can find several full outfits. The only thing you won't find are socks, shoes, and underwear.
I can live with that. So I nod when I would term the most classical outfits.
You notice that all of the outfits appear dated. You don't see low-rise jeans. You don't see bell-bottoms. You do see some plain denim jeans, some
No
white.
bell-bottom ready-button trousers?
He would
I'm
remember.
saying you go to school or not, or a fashion
He
show.
would remember exactly what I said, right? I mean,
Well, it's what the player remembers. The only player at our table, or the only character at our table, who can remember everything verbatim is Andy the android, because everything he lives is recorded. He's got an eidetic memory. And in fact, I did send to Andy the android a full transcript of the conversation that you had with yourselves, so that is definitely available to him. So whatever else you remember right now is probably just in your memory, and maybe you still have your sheet. We could argue that whatever your lines were, you probably remember a little bit more. So.
Okay. If I jump into the electrical outlet,
Yep.
can I survey the building if that's to determine if the others are there?
You would be able to get basically an electrical grid blueprint of the building. If you wanted to just go in a lap around every wire in the building, you would get a great sense of dimensions. But you would not get a sense of the people there. You would have to pop out and back in to be able to see in a room and possibly risk being seen yourself.
What if I roll really well?
If you rolled really well, I think I might let you look at one room without being seen, guarantee without being seen, and you would know the layout of the place.
Unfortunately, we can't just closet next door to the room right
Hey, there might be hot chicks making out there.
now. With another guy. Who's not a
I'm gonna put cheap throw right now.
By yourself.
All right, I will attempt to determine the layout of the building.
Okay.
I think I should do this.
It will be agreeing to determine layout. That's not really that much of an issue. I think the more difficult piece will be you deciding what room do you want to jump into and trying not to be seen, I think.
I got an idea.
Okay, I have energy detection of 26, which is remarkable. I'm gonna burn some karma. I gotta get us together.
Wait, before burn karma, I have sound manipulation, so I can raise my voice as an intercom speaker and say, or I can just communicate with everybody here, or I can just communicate and say, nick of time, please report to room 105. Nick of time, report to room 105.
But it's not we don't know what 105 is. Also, on my turn, what I should have done was emitted our predetermined distress vibration signal.
I am going to pull 20 karma. I am going to pull 20 karma from the pool.
Don't you have your own?
Yeah, but I'm going to save that for when I need it.
Cool, dude.
I'll spend your guys' karma, but not mine.
There's 180 in the pool.
And
this is it. Who's going to pull the chin? Dipshit.
You know what? I blend in.
First time in a long time.
How about it?
Okay, so 43 plus 20 is 63.
That is definitely easy enough to get you access to the full layout of the place.
Oh, 63 gets me. I'm too short of yellow.
Oh boy.
With your karma?
Yes.
I don't see karma before you roll.
So I normally would have perhaps given you an opportunity. So hang on, the first roll is just to scout the place, and I think you now have achieved that.
But I wouldn't have used karma for that.
No, but that second roll would have been okay. So.
So on a second roll with 20 karma to see if I can somehow.
Yes, please. Yeah, the first one's just to make sure that you got a layout of place which you achieved. Now make your roll with your 20 karma.
Oh, 38. So 58, which is still green.
Still green? Okay. So, good news, you can definitely pop out. Bad news, when you pop out, you're going to be seen. I've updated the map. You should now be able to see the layout of the entire school's electrical grid if you want to zoom out. And there are approximately 10 rooms in the school. So if you roll 1d10 for me, I will randomly determine which room you pop into and pop out of.
Oh.
7 million.
No, make it go.
Here.
3. Let's see, science room, math room.
I shouldn't pop it when I was dead.
Oh, okay, that's true, that's true. So, hallway, bathroom. Oh, okay. Well, it worked out to your favor, my friend. You appear in an empty room in the northwestern corner.
And I know where it is in relation to the room I was in.
You sure do.
I'm in the big room, in the auditorium.
It is empty. It's a very large classroom. It looks like some sort of full-blown biology classroom. You see the get-up for dissection and items like that.
And I have my bag of clothing and aprons and...
Yes, you carry that with you without any difficulty, as if it were your clothing. And you can also see outside windows. And make me an intuition check.
No, I got that.
Because right now,
64.
you have line of sight through the window.
My intuition is 30. So I have 64. That puts me one. That's in the whale green.
Yeah, I think that's enough. Looking out the window, you see a naked man.
What's he wearing?
Do I recognize his hairstyle?
His back is facing you. You're not really sure.
He's unshaven.
Oh God, I'm gonna.
He's naked. You
I race over to the window, knock on the window to get attention.
You race over to the window. When you race to the window and look out, you are pleasantly surprised to see both Andy the android and the Whisperer. You're somewhat intimidated as well. Perhaps a 6-year-old child wasn't built perfectly to childlike. No, that's right. They appear both to be.
Go knock on the window.
Gadget.
8 years old.
All right, guys, we're merging your 3 initiatives now all together. You hear a tap, tap, tap on the window, even though you're hiding to the side of the wall. You look up, and you see the nerd. He's wearing some sort of...
dashing blazer.
Yep.
With an apron.
That's correct.
But it's one of those cool, like...
And a hat. Don't forget the hat.
You were in the science room, it's like a heavy science apron.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
Is there a door in this room, like emergency exit, I can open the other bed?
There's a window. You can open the
So I
window.
open the window a little bit.
All right, so
And
you
I give them whatever clothing I have.
all right, and that's how you will spend your turn putting on some...
Johnny coat.
well, no, not the Johnny coat. You have actual clothing you can put in now. Home ec clothes. No shoes, but you've got actual clothes. That takes us next to Tank, who is now finished mummifying himself in the bathroom. What will you do now, sir? You hear a knock. Hey! Hey, are you done there?
Yeah, come in.
Hey, man, hurry up. Some of us can't hold our horses.
All right, so I go up and unlock the door.
You unlock the door, and there is a fella dressed as a spaceman. He says, do you know how long it takes me to get out of this suit? Thanks. And
Sorry, man, I was rewrapping my mummy outfit, my mummy costume.
he races into one of the stalls and closes the door.
And as I'm sure you're aware, mummies don't wear anything under their wraps. You know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, okay, man. Suit yourself. Whatever floats your boat. He closed the door.
I step out into the hallway.
All right, you are now in the hallway. You can hear the sound of music playing to your right, and it seems like you can see into some sort of high school auditorium, and you realize that you are in a high school.
All right. Oh, where is he, in the hallway or in the gym?
He's currently in the hallway. Outside the gym, in front of the restroom. What do you want to do?
I want to peek in the gym.
Okay. You walk to the gym.
He wants to go.
And you look inside the gym, and you see a full-on dance going on, a 1950s dance. You feel very surreal. You feel like you're watching a movie, but the detail is so perfect. There's a band playing. They're playing some Buddy Holly song right now. And you see people swaying and dancing. Roll me an initiative check, please.
Soiree.
An initiative?
No, I think this is just a dance.
Is it a shindig?
Just a dance.
55 is enough. You notice a girl with a bad complexion dancing with a bat, and it is Brian the Baird, the bat, and he is bat naked with his little bat bits hanging out, and they're doing a slow dance.
You lost your pen there.
I have my phone.
Somewhere in the back of my memory, I remember something about it's the girl. I'm wondering if that's the girl.
What was that with the girl?
You see it either way. You know.
So I'm gonna
cut in.
I'm gonna make my way to Brian.
Okay. You make your way to Brian. Right now his back is facing you. He's dancing with the girl in red over here. Just as you are about to reach over and call his attention to you, you hear a ting, 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 and the band cuts out. And they say, "Hey folks, excuse me, hope you're all having a boss time." And the entire crowd goes, "Yeah!" They say, "Well, now it's time to announce the winner of the best costume for the 1957 Wiggum High School. And our winner is..." Drum roll, please, Johnny. The drummer starts making a drum roll. It is the Bat! And the spotlight focuses right in on you. And you are kind of slightly blinded by a bright light flashing on you for a second, but then you're just on the outskirts of the spotlight. Wilma squeals in delight and claps for you, very happy.
Thank you, Wilma. Hey.
Everybody is cheering. Wow, man, look at that costume. That is so boss. Please come up and accept your reward.
I start walking up to the stage.
All right.
Is it my initiative now, or is it still on?
As he starts walking past
Your initiatives have now merged.
Okay. I want to start emitting the warning danger, vibration series that we worked out previously.
Done. You are emitting it. And
as he's walking past me, I say, "Congratulations, Brian."
Brian,
I hear that voice. I turn and look.
you
I
see
definitely hear it.
you see a mummy, but the eyes are very familiar. It is the eyes of Max the Tank, the steel blue eyes.
I just nod.
You approach the stage where the MC, dressed very dapper with gel in his hair, says, "That is an amazing costume. Congratulations once again. How long did that take you?" He hands the microphone to you.
It took me a long time to get into. It'll take me even longer to get out of.
Oh, so let's see the man behind the mask, ladies and gentlemen.
The mask is the last part to come off. I can't do that right now. It just takes too long.
Wilma
I'm Frank, the new guy.
Wilma says, "Come on, Frank, show him your face."
Did you watch the Chappelle show? Oh. No, I can't do that. I want to get back to Wilma. She's a real nice woman. Can you hurry this up?
Oh, let's give everybody a hand for the gentleman over here, Frank. There's a round of applause. And now for your award. Congratulations for having the best costume out of everyone here.
1958 Chevy.
We are happy to give you $75 and a gift certificate to Stella's Pizza over on Elm. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you. Did they serve shawarma there?
They hand you cash. He kind of looks at you like quizzically. He doesn't understand the reference for a second. And then he hands you a gift certificate as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks
my
so
actually be
much.
more surprising they serve pizza.
Oh, there were pizza joints.
Well, yeah, took pizza. Well, I don't think they made it down south. Well, whatever. But anyway, yeah.
There's a round of applause as you head off the stage and you head back.
That would have been the burger with Burger and Gates.
Oh yeah, the sock hop.
Sock hop stuff.
With the
roast beaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have a car. We couldn't go.
I know we couldn't go.
You make your way back to the crowd. And at this point, you've emitted your emergency signal that you've set up in advance with the Whisperer, who can detect it. It's at a level that nobody else can hear. Is that correct?
Yeah,
It's a vibration?
It's a vibration, so.
Okay.
Yeah, we made sure it wasn't easily discernible by, more people just walking around.
Okay, at this,
Their head mounted.
I think we're getting rid of initiative now. And
Very far west.
Okay, just making sure because they might be able to pick up.
We have to get there, though.
now we're going back into the classroom in the top left-hand corner where we've got the nerd, the whisperer, and P90X, the android. That would be if somebody wanted to scroll up there, they could see them.
And if nobody wanted.
And before you begin your turn, Whisperer, you sense the exact familiar vibration that you've practiced with Brian the Bat, and you know the exact location. It seems to be at least 800 feet, maybe 1,200 feet southeast of you, but within the building.
Sort of in this general direction.
So now I have his location. Now I can sound manipulate and talk to him.
You can. Yep. You are now in communication with each other. We can keep that as a traditional conversation.
All right.
I take a minus on one of my uses.
You do.
Oh, that's power.
What's going on?
I'm plugged, by the way.
You're charging? You will charge at a rate of 3 charges per hour that you are plugged in.
Ooh.
So
It's
it's overnight, Dave.
But it depends on what if you took power, a big power source, you can charge pretty quick, I imagine. I can see it.
Have you ever played D&D with Bob before?
Are you communicating? Are you saying
Yeah,
anything?
yeah. What the heck is going on? Where are you?
I just won best costume. It's Halloween 1957.
What the heck? Listen, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get some clothes, some shoes. We gotta leave. Where are you?
In the gym, in the middle gym. Max is with me. As I'm trying to, not make it obvious I'm talking to myself. And as I'm walking towards Max and Wilma, I give Wilma the gift certificate and I say, "Oh, thank you for the dance. It was wonderful. Hey, I talked to my friend Max a little bit. Can you hold on to this for me?"
Oh, sure, Frank.
If you want, you can use that. I've got the cash, so I can.
Are you asking me out on a date? Are you asking me if we can go out for pizza sometime?
This is back compared to
Maybe later. Yeah, maybe, probably not tonight, but maybe another day.
Okay, I'll see you in school. I look forward to going out with you. She looks like you've made her night. She looks like she's walking on air.
You're just going to come crashing down on Monday.
You don't know that. They can hook up and be like the greatest couple ever.
But Max said, "What are you talking about?"
You know you got a little fat lips around.
Who knows?
I'm well aware of my fat bits.
Matt turns
Can
to
you hold in
Brian.
on it by your conversation?
Matt turns to Brian and says,
No, I
"You got
don't.
the girl."
I'm only a mission. I just talk and I know that he can. Now, I'm assuming that because he knows where I am, he can manipulate my voice so that he can hear it, but nobody else can.
Correct.
He makes like a little conduit. Makes a fun little side.
I give him my exact location to meet us because it's somewhere private and we're in the room.
Okay, so are you going to those coordinates?
Yeah, well, I grabbed Max. Max,
Actually, why don't we meet him on the way to the home ec
Oh,
room
bye.
or science room and just get a lot of smaller.
Brian, is that the girl?
Good. Meet him out in the hallway since we're right in the hallway next to him.
Don't you remember when we met ourselves?
No. Well, yes, but no.
Okay, well, one of the things they said is,
Don't
we're
say the
in
girl.
high school, right?
Yeah.
So something about home ec,
Yeah, we gotta go to the home ec room.
something about it's the girl.
Are you where are you meeting exactly? In the home ec room?
Those of us who are in the classroom are going to meet them in the hallway and go to the home ec room.
All right, so you meet in the hallway.
Guys,
There you are.
We gotta use the home ec room.
Yeah, you need
Been
to
there,
get the home
let's
ec
go.
room.
I haven't been there. That's where I got these 13 nuts. Let's go
Awful.
see if we can tell you.
Is there a trench coat by any chance? Because it's gonna be Halloween here forever.
You can borrow my blazer if you need it.
I need something bigger. Look at my legs.
And you now put yourself into the home ec room.
And don't forget.
And you could go farther down the left if you like.
Max also said something about it's the girl. I just answered the girl named Wilma.
Jerry?
What?
Here. Wilma Gary?
What song?
That's a Buck Rogers reference. Yes. Well,
I did not know that.
you don't know
I don't
Buck.
know if she's, well, I think that this girl wasn't. She was nice, but she was young and she wasn't.
All right, we're all
story, so we'll have to find somebody who comes forward. And we got to remember it's the girl.
I suggest that we all do close, and then Andy, please replay or at least give us the highlight everything that was said to us, since I know you can remember things.
And if you want to check your mail, or you want me to read it for you, but you got it. Okay, good. Oh, look at you.
No, you shouldn't mock mine.
First of all, I think we need to head over to New Mexico. That's obviously where
are we now? It sounds like we're in the American.
we're in Mississippi. Mississippi.
Yeah, Wiggum County, Mississippi. Oh, rather Wiggins, the town of Wiggins in Stone County, Mississippi.
All right, please, recap highlights from the discussion.
That's how they spell it in
From the discussion,
All I know is
That was total.
the idea here is that we have to get there
racist.
and prevent
I can't beat.
Nemesis from being tortured and aided his release. Or possibly not aided his release, what was the...
Prevent him from torturing him?
You have the list.
Because he came in pieces. I mean, piece.
Yeah.
It's going in.
He's going pieces, but he came pieces.
Andy and Android, you do notice that there is a globe of the Earth. So if you wanted to pull a map of the United States up to show to the team, you could do that.
I'll do that.
Okay. So you take advantage of the map, and
Wall project?
Yeah, right. Just make it on the wall.
there you go.
Wall. This is 3D.
You may want to set your resolution to perhaps 70%.
Google Maps. Thanks, Eddie.
So
Are
that's
you
Roswell
sponsored by
about?
Google? Send him over. This is Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roswell about. Yeah, Roswell's where we want to go.
Okay, so we're
Ooh, let's go to San Antonio. Riverwalk I hear is awesome.
somewhere around
Yeah.
now.
He's been there. He's been there twice.
Probably we want to get some over,
It's marked out for you.
Austin's my favorite, though. Austin is.
And I think to the further left, you can see how many miles that is too.
Oh, yeah, but we don't really care.
Ooh,
How many houses is
the
this?
time traveling device
1,000 miles?
sucks.
You know what? I would walk 500 miles. And then walk 500.
Okay.
If you could just be banned.
How fast can you fly?
I
You
think
can
that's
300
about
miles per hour.
How long can you keep going?
That takes 5 turns to get up to that speed, plus the additional 3 turns to go 1,000 miles. At 8 turns, he could be there.
We still have to figure out Mike's 6th problem too.
Oh,
Well, we're-
fly.
We are now.
No, I just was saying.
Oh.
Oh, that reminds me. You need charge, right?
I get a
I
charge,
emit vibrations into.
but it takes
vibrate.
hours to
It's
recharge.
going to be, you get 3 per hour spent.
You know, if I can do 20 minutes in a clip, that's one charge. So I start.
Why don't we, those of us who need charging, start charging always plugging in, because we're only going to be here an hour.
Sure,
So maybe we can just gain 3 charges back.
that's fair.
All right, we learned that Nemesis has at this point spread himself all over the globe.
At one point.
At the point of when we came back, yes. From the point that we started the time travel. The important things, the most important thing I think that we were told was...
Let's tell everything instead of what you think is the most important. Let us figure that out.
How are you?
About the same age as you. But I don't look it, so.
Nemesis, an alien who landed on Earth. He was an advanced scout. The government got a hold of him, started torturing him, and that drove mad. And he escaped in '84 and started stealing powers from supers.
I just want to interrupt you for a second. When we found, there was some old news clippings of mutants that had been drained from like years and years ago. Was that the 80s? I thought it was like the 60s.
There was one from each. There's one from each time.
One from the 80s and then one from the 60s.
Earlier.
How did that one from earlier happen?
He's still there.
They could have had him.
It could have happened before he was captured.
They
Well,
could
they said they
have,
captured right away after the crash, right? I don't know. I'm just saying it seems like it might be possible. Anyway.
or it could have been they found something with superpowers, right? Would take care of this alien, and the alien cured him.
Can you remind us of the time frame? Because we're talking because of the time of, it'd be 2 weeks.
They crashed he crashed in July of '57.
So
It's now October,
57.
end of October of '57.
In November 57.
In 1984 is when he escaped. And we went back in time in 2013.
The thing is, I got determined man.
Yeah.
Like emissary, I'd be okay with. Advanced scout, not so much.
All right.
We're only on a survey mission.
Yeah, I told that one before too.
What else did it say here? Specifically, remember to say something about the home ec room?
Check out the home ec room before you go. Also, it's the girl, and watch out the 4th door.
How many doors in the hallway out there?
I think it's bigger.
I think that's the 4th.